Hey everyone, it's Lisa here from Arcane and Stellar, and one thing I would like to say before we start is I would love it if you guys could drop a comment down below in the comment box. I'm really trying to get my engagement up because it helps with the views. It helps YouTube know that, you know, I'm worth watching and I can, get people engaged and blah, blah, blah. And so even if you just can say hello or hi and I can give your comment a heart or something, that would be really awesome. Because, yeah, it's sometimes it's, I know with pick a cards, a lot of people don't want to comment and I understand why. That's the nature of it. A lot of times are, personal stuff. And I'm not asking anyone to sort of, spill your guts and tell me all your secrets, but just like a hello or something, or so I get some sort of engagement. It does help, show YouTube that I'm, cool enough to leave a comment for. But anyways, let's get into this reading. So this reading is going to be about your person's hidden thoughts, maybe that what they're not saying. That kind of vibe is what we're going for. So, we have 4 piles. We have pile number 1, 2, 3, and 4, and the timestamps will be down below. And of course, if you want a personal reading, all that information as well is in the description box, as well as the decks I use. So there's a link to my Etsy where you can purchase a reading. There's also a link to my Amazon wishlist where you can also get a reading that way, because like if you're new to the channel, you might not be aware. I think most people who have been subscribed to me for like a while know this because I always mention it, but I always do a reading as a thank you for anyone who gets something off my Amazon wish list. So that's another option. My throat. But and then what else did I want to say? Yeah, deck affiliate links are down below. So that just helps out the channel and stuff. And I use Amazon affiliate stuff to buy more decks for the channel. So yeah. Anyways, I will go ahead and see you guys in your reading. Okay. Hey guys, if you chose pile number 1 with, holy smokes, I think it's aventurine. Yeah, I think this is aventurine. If I'm wrong, correct me. I'm such an idiot. I don't know. My brain is elsewhere, apparently, in terms of that stone in particular. I think it's aventurine. I don't use it very often, to be honest. So, that's probably why I can't remember. Anyways, guys, I'm going to go ahead and start the reading. So let's find out what your person on your mind, what the person on your mind isn't really telling you, okay? So we have the 10 of Wands and the 3 of Pentacles. We also have the 7 of Wands. Yeah, okay. 10 of Wands, 3 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, the Chalice, and the Witch. Justice is coming. Ooh. What are they not telling you? Well, I could say that for some of you, this person might be having problems, or they're a bit overwhelmed with school or work at this time. They might feel like they have a million different things to do. For others of you, okay, that would be like about their life in general, perhaps, like that they are feeling quite burdened. Maybe they have a lot of things on their plate at this time. For some, they might be working on a group project, or again, it could just be like learning something new or training someone as well. With the 7 of Wands, I do want to say that, like, I'm going to kind of, it depends on how well you know the person, obviously, that we're, talking about. Of course, I want to keep this general, and I understand each person is going to have a different, situation with the person that they're thinking about. So, with the 7 of Wands, if they are ignoring you or kind of, not answering or kind of, I do get the sense that maybe they're quite busy at this time. So you might be dealing with someone who has a lot on their plate, and they just can't really talk a whole lot at this time. That's for those of you that you feel like they're ignoring you. Maybe they're gone kind of quiet. That would be why, probably. Now, I would say that for some, okay, for some of you, and this is a kind of harsh sounding, but if they're quite over, burdened, you're like, well, they can't just make time to message me or something like that. Well, it could be that they're just choosing to kind of take their free time to do their own thing, their own thing that kind of rejuvenates them. So they could be choosing, to, for instance, play video games or whatever their hobby might be, or what they do during their downtime. They might just be choosing that at this time, because it's just easier. Now, for others of you, For others of you, maybe where this is a situation in which you've kind of split up with this person, fought with this person, or had some sort of difficulty, I would say that this person actually really wants to work things out, but they're probably a lot more bothered by the way your connection stands at this moment than they might let on. For some of you, if you've fought or something, I would say that this person's taking it quite hard. Like it bothers them. They probably think about you a lot, and it kind of like they don't know what to do. They might feel a little bit stuck in terms of how to move forward. Now, for some of you, this might be a work connection, of course, I have to say, with the Three of Pentacles, but or like a school situation as well. So that might be the environment. But the Three of Pentacles in relationships too does talk about like building things up, kind of, getting to know each other, and it's like the foundational kind of a foundational type of atmosphere. And so for a lot of you, this person would like to build more of a foundation with you, especially if there have been kind of like some kind of difficulty between you. With the Seven of Wands, they could be perceiving you as a bit defensive at this time if you have fought or you've had some sort of, difficulty in your relationship. For some of you, maybe this person's quite... We have the Witch, justice is coming. So I guess for some of you, like, did you tell them that, like, you're going to get yours or something like that? Or karma's going to get you or something, like, maybe some of you, but I feel like that'd probably be for very few of you. But they could see you as somebody who wants to get revenge on them. For some of you, I mean, with justice is coming, okay? But, generally I would say that, this person isn't really letting on how disappointed maybe they are with the way things are. And I would say that if they're acting kind of distant and cold, I don't think that they feel that way. Okay, we have this chalice, and that, chalice reminds me of the Ace of Cups, but it also says rejuvenation and fulfillment. So I would say that they find you to be very fulfilling. Perhaps they didn't, for some of you, didn't treat you like that, or didn't really let you know how fulfilling they found you. And maybe for some of you, like, that's what they're not saying, is like how much they really, have enjoyed you or enjoyed your company, how much you bring to their life. As well, for some of you, they might be admiring your fighting spirit as well. They may not say that, but I think that they really do, for a lot of you. We have the Chariot. What are they not telling? Yeah, this person's definitely not letting on how much they would like to kind of take things forward with you. Because look at this, we have the Chariot, the Four of Swords, and the Knight of Wands. The Four of Swords kind of gives me the vibe of, well, with the imagery of the wolf being kind of like tied up and bound. Again, this person isn't telling you how tied up in something that they are in. Like maybe they're going through some kind of, like, look at this. This is kind of a little bit more like rough than a lot of other Four of Swords cards. Like his mouth is, it looks like punctured by a blade. And so again, they might not be letting on just how much they're kind of going through in their life in general. Especially, if you've argued or something without you, for others of you, like maybe if you haven't done that, and that's not really the problem or anything like that. Of course, it would be more along the lines probably of, just their responsibilities rather than anything. I would also tell you that this person maybe hasn't quite told you about how much they really do enjoy your company here with the Knight of Wands as well. I really get that they see you in a very fiery kind of light. We have forgiveness. So, yeah. I feel like a lot of you, if you have argued with this person, as I mentioned before, I would say that they want to have forgiveness. They want peace in the connection. They would like for things to be better, And we have grieving as well. So we see that transformative energy of the butterfly. We also have answers too. So maybe for some you know, they would love to give you some kind of answers. Maybe they have some answers inside of them that they would want to share with you. And that's partially what they're not telling you. You know, a lot of the things that they are holding within, you know, inside of them. And for a lot of you too, I see this older man and I think of wisdom, obviously. And so again, I feel like for those of you that had a history with this person, they've probably learned their lesson. If you tried to teach them a lesson, I feel like they've learned it. They understand it. They kind of, especially like on a heart level, not just in their head, but in a heart level. They feel it in the heart. And which is probably why for some of you, this person, you know, is grieving. And again, they may not want to tell you that because they want to appear perhaps, you know, strong and fun and like nothing bothers them. But I don't really feel like that's the case. I do feel like with that Knight of Wands, again, Knight of Wands, well, we have, first of all, if you want to talk about signs, we have like the swords, right? The wands, pentacles. So we have a little bit of everything. We do have quite a few wands. So we have 10 of Wands, 7 of Wands, and the Knight of Wands. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy here. But we also, like I said, have some pentacles. So we have some Earth, some Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, and then some swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And then we have the Chariot, which I cannot remember what sign. I don't often assign them. I know that people like to hear about it sometimes, but I'm not always like keen on doing it, just because I do understand that sometimes people might think, oh, I didn't hear the sign, so it can't be me, or for me. And I wouldn't want you guys to think that. But we have the Cancer with the Chariot. I knew that. Okay, I was just double checking my book here. My trusty old Lover's Tarot book. But I would say that this person wants to move on with you, especially, like I said, if there's been some previous disappointments between the two of you, previous losses. I see this new energy wanting to kind of come in, but I do feel like this person probably perceives you as not in the mood right now. Especially with like that witch justice is coming for some of you. I don't know, maybe for some of you they see you as a bit witchy or powerful in some kind of way. For some there might be that fear, but for others of you they might think it's actually pretty cool. It depends, like I said, on the nature of the connection. Of course, if you know you haven't argued, of course they're not going to think you're bad. In fact, I would say that I do think this person probably perceives you as being a fighter of some kind. Maybe you have strong opinions or something, or you want, you know, you're the type of person where you want wrongs to be righted, you know. Again, working through it, like the Ten of Wands and the Three of Pentacles in terms of like relationships is very much fighting for the connection. You know, that's what that's about. It's about trying again. And I get that vibe a lot here for you guys. So that's what they're not telling you, essentially, is, you know, they would want to fight for this connection, perhaps, if you have had difficulties. Despite maybe their lax attitude, you know, with that Knight of Wands, it could be that they're acting pretty like, I don't care, I'm cool, whatever. But, like, they're not necessarily feeling that. Hold up. I grabbed the wrong deck. I used my attributes. And where's my other one? Oh, it's over here. Hold up. Whoopsie. Oh my gosh. I have a friend, a little spider friend on my desk here. And I just think I got into his like web a little bit. Oops. He did a web on my moon. And like my moon bowl. I was doing a personal reading the other day. He was like all crawling around. And I was like, well, I can't kill him. He looks too cute. And then he's made some spider-like life in my bowl. So we have a friend. What should we name him? Comment down below. Okay, so number one's person. What are they not saying? What are they not saying? You make me smile. Oh yeah, by the way, for some of you, you might actually make this person smile quite a bit. I want to say that too because of that Knight of Wands too. I think I get like a spunky type of feeling, excitable or something. Maybe it's sarcasm for some of you, but others of you are just kind of like hyper, or like kind of like, you know, friendly, open. We have I need a break. So yeah, like it seems like, and that's the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is very much feeling like you need a break, you need a rest, and you got to keep pushing. But it could be that this person does feel like they're kind of pushing a lot in their life, and it might be like I don't know. I, it depends, like, on the situation. I would hate to, like, decide exactly what, that this person's going through for you, but it seems like there's just something that's kind of getting to them. It could be the connection if you've been fighting a lot too, if you have been kind of like argumentative and stuff like that at one point, sometimes people can get sick of it or whatever, but only take that if it resonates, right? But it says you've changed my life as well. So maybe they haven't told you how much you've impacted them to the full extent. I fantasize about you. Ooh. And let's get another one. What have they not said for one? Whoop! We got one. You're amazing. So again, a lot of compliments kind of hidden under the surface here. Maybe this person is a little bit shy to, give compliments, or they have a hard time opening up in terms of like what they share with other people. So that could very well be the case, especially for those of you where it's like, and for some of you it might be pride, if you fought or something like that, of course, as well. Let me see. I was going to think about if I take anything else, but I might just stop here and just let it be. So to summarize, I think that we kind of covered it. It looks like this person, first of all, like, does think a lot about you, and I mentioned that earlier. And your impact on them is pretty good, like pretty high. Again, with the I need a break part, if they have been distant, it might be that they need it at this moment, Maybe that's how they function better, which I'm not saying is healthy or not, by the way. I'm not saying. I'm just saying, like, for some of you, and this I need a break could just be that they're not telling you how overworked they feel right now, how close to breaking they feel in terms of their own personal problems. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, it's going to be a little bit different for everybody, but depending, like I said, on the type of connection you've got. But yeah, it does seem like this person has a lot of personal battles at this time in general. And again, if you have said something kind of that made them think, for some of you, I do feel that here with this justice is coming, that you might have said, you're going to get it. And again, they might have already have had this kind of taste of justice already in recognizing what sort of happened to your connection, maybe if you had an argument and like kind of how it went down and stuff like that. I get that sense that, maybe they're seeing things a little bit differently than they were before. So that is what I've got for you guys that chose pile number 1. I really do hope that this helped you understand your person, what they're not really telling you at this time. And let me know if it resonates, or, like I said in the intro, I would really appreciate if you guys left a comment, even if it was just like a, hey Lisa, what's up? Or, thanks or something. Just for the fact that engagement, that's one thing I'm kind of lacking sometimes, is a lot of people, and I understand the need. It's because pick a cards. A lot of people are shy to comment, and I have many people who DM me, and that's okay. And I love when you guys DM me. But when I don't get as many comments, YouTube tends to kind of punish me for it. And so I would just like really appreciate it if you guys could just leave a comment below. And smiley face even is fine, just to say that, you're here, and I can give you a heart. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and go. Wishing you all the very, very best. And like I said, personal reading information is all down below in the description box. There's a link to my Etsy, my Amazon wish list, and you can read all about that below. Okay? So take care and have a wonderful day or night wherever you are. Okay? See you next time. Hey guys, if you chose pile number 2 with the opalite, this is your reading. So we got some opalite here. Let's find out what your person isn't saying to you. Oh, we have the Four of Wands and the Hanged Man. Bright new prospects are on the horizon. And Evil Queen, you deserve sugar, not salt. Wow, okay. I get good vibes off of this one. We have the Four of Wands and the Hanged Man. So now, I do want to say that I might be giving a few different interpretations as we move forward, and that's just probably because, like I said, I want to make sure that everyone kind of gets something that fits maybe their own situation. Of course, I can't mention every situation that might be relevant here, but I do feel like some of you, this person really, and I know it's almost going to turn into what do they think of you reading, but this person really sees you as somebody who has a lot of potential in life in general. I really get the sense that this person would love, for some of you, if they haven't pursued you, right? This is somebody who's not pursuing you at this time. I would definitely let you know that this person does not have bad intentions. They might feel here with the Hanged Man that they can't really make a move at this time. We had I'm gonna try to figure out why the Hanged Man is here. Let's see. Why is the Hanged Man here? They might not be telling you everything that's kind of going on in their life. Okay, we have the Nine of Swords, which indicates like anxiety and sleepless nights. Okay, so this is nervousness, okay, here at the Nine of Swords and the Page of Wands. So this could be about nervousness in regards to taking some sort of action. And that's, I think that we're getting these, I can't push it too far with this because it is a general reading, but I do get the sense that this person perhaps in some way doesn't feel like they can start something with you for some of you. Now, if you guys are together, that's going to be irrelevant. The Nine of Swords and the Page of Wands. In terms of the Hanged Man too, this also indicates a very spiritual connection. Spiritual feelings. The Hanged Man is associated with Neptune, right? And even just going to my old Lovers tarot book, right? If you go into the Hanged Man, it talks about, the spiritual side of the Hanged Man, And it says, your partner could turn your whole life upside down. Everything about this ambiguous person may puzzle you. You're certain that he or she is an important person in your life, for the tenderness between you is indisputable. Your partner fills your thoughts and springs up in your dreams. There may also be something a little unreal about this person who has an ability to spin a fantasy world inhabited by just the two of you. Your partner's profession may be reflected in the card's links with healing. Hospitals and institutions belong to the Hanged Man's domain, as do spiritual healers and those who work with dreams. Other facets of this complex card suggest the world of illusion, especially film and photography. But whatever his or her work involves, this person is certain to have a rich inner life which is tentatively shared with you. However, your partner's spirituality and dreams are very real to him or her. Therefore, trusting another person enough to reveal this secret world is hard. Tread softly because you tread on my dreams is an especially appropriate line of poetry for this individual whose sensitivity is acute. Never dominate this person or force decisions to be made, for you could push him or her away altogether. So that's the message, right? And it talks about the Hanged Man. It says it reveals a relationship which is neither easy nor simple. Any relationship represented by this card is undoubtedly important, but may be unlike any other you've ever experienced. Your sense of being spiritually connected, of being fated, and of transcendent love overwhelms you both. Your shared ability to see what is real and what is not dissolves as your dreams of love sustain you. I swear to God, Horoscope Astroseek has a similar ridiculous thing for Neptune, where it says that too. I remember. Everything is very romantic. Your love has a luminous quality which makes it extra special. Enjoy these moments of high romance and cherish your spiritual connection, but do not make any firm practical decisions at this point. You're both learning many things by being together, both at a point of change in your life. However, nothing is certain at this time, for you are deep in a dream, entwined in a shared vision of love. And however exquisite it seems, this love will demand a sacrifice sooner or later. And that's sometimes what happens with the Hanged Man, is that there's a sacrifice needing to be made. And again, this person might have, so for some of you, there might be a sacrificial type of element here. For others of you, there might be something a little bit illusionary in regards to the connection. But it generally, like I said, this person isn't quite telling you how spiritually connected they feel to you. They perhaps haven't been quite that open. I get the sense for some of you too, this person hasn't told you how much they would want to sacrifice for you in general to make you happy. Especially for those of you where this person's seen you sort of get salty behavior from other people. This person really does believe that you deserve better. We have the Four of Wands too. So for some of you, this person could be like, in another relationship, possibly. Obviously here with the Four of Wands and the Hanged Man. Maybe that's why for some of you they can't really make a move. But for, others of you, I really do feel like this person can see something magical, though, in you. And they hope for it. We have 2 full moons, and it's a full moon as I'm recording this. So it's like they would love to see a completion with you. They would like to see a happy ending. I do see that. What is this person not telling pile number 2? Those that chose pile number 2. What is this person? We have the death card. So transformation. Sometimes endings as well. But let's see. What is this person not telling them? So I always see the Page of Swords and see somebody who looks a little bit wary and stood back. And this person is definitely afraid of big change. It seems like this person's more comfortable just kind of watching sometimes. Maybe with the Ace of Coins here, there's this like desire to sort of take things like little at a time. Or maybe the offer was there for some of you and this person didn't really take it. For others of you, this person might think that there's something better out there for you than them. Yeah, like a different choice. Sometimes the Lovers can represent a choice. They might think that there's a better, stabler, more appropriate choice for you in this life. Possibly. And take that if it resonates, of course. For others of you, like I said, it might be that this person has a really hard time with change or confronting something. Again, to the Death and the Page of Wands could also, Page of Swords, sorry, could indicate that there's a fear of moving forward in general. Maybe there's a cautiousness around endings. Like maybe if this person is worried that if they begin something with you, that it could end, I do get the sense that this person probably looks up to you quite a bit. They might find you much more intelligent than they care to admit. For some of you. Some of you, they might even be intimidated by that. Financial health. Ooh, okay, so there might be something to do with finances here in general, okay? In their financial health that they're not really telling you about. And we have talent. Ooh, I wonder if for some of you this person isn't quite telling you that they're trying to work on something on the side. Like they're trying to make a living off of the talent, or they dream to make that living off of the talent. Maybe for some they feel like they're not quite there yet to kind of tell you about it. For some they might just be trying to discover this as well. For others of you, though, it might be that there are some financial struggles in their life at this time in general, or there's just something going on, and they're too shy to tell you, perhaps. Maybe for some of you, you don't know this person well enough, and they're just not comfortable uploading. What the heck? I just said uploading. Opening up about. Why did I say uploading? That's weird. Huh. Anyways. Wow, and I was totally kind of channeling there because I don't remember what I was even talking about just now. It just kind of flows out of my mouth and I forget it. And I'm like, wait, what did I say? Oh my gosh. Okay, lighten your load. Well, with the lighten your load too, it's like, again, there's this idea of this person not really telling you everything that's kind of on their plate. I guess like pile number 1. And with the general reading, for some of you this is going to be finances. For others of you, it's like, again, perhaps they want to figure out their talent or what their thing in life is. Again, the 4 of Wands. And the Devil. The Chariot. I see this desire to move forward, but the Devil here indicates some sort of addictions or some sort of behavior that's not really healthy. Obsessions, unhealthy behavior, ties, and stuff like that. And we have the 4 of Wands as well. 4 of Wands, it's generally a very good card. And I would say that this person sees you, like I said, there's positive thoughts here, definitely, that they have about you. And they don't tell you everything. For some of you, this person might feel like it's wrong. Maybe, again, I know I mentioned the possibility of them being in another relationship is possible here. Not that they wouldn't tell you, and I'm not saying that, by the way, to scare you. If you would know that if they were in a relationship, okay? So no secret relationship over here, I don't think. that just, I'm saying that if they did have a secret, like, I mean, if they had a relationship that you knew about, then that might be the issue of the holding them back, you know, from, you know, kind of opening up further. For some of you, if you've left their life, though, you know, recently or even in the past, and you're asking about somebody, you know, like that, I would say that this person wishes you well. That they see you as someone with so much potential inside of them that deserves nice things, that should be living your talents and your dreams and making money off of it. Again, if you guys have a talent, this person really thinks you're talented, and they may really enjoy it, even if they don't tease you. And I mean, even if they tease you and they don't really tell you or something, I really do get that. That's the thing. I really feel like this person, for a lot of you, really sees a lot of potential in terms of your future. That you're making all the best decisions possible. For some of this person, if they've been quiet, they might feel like that's the best choice. Is just to be quiet, not to feed in or engage. But I really do get the sense that this person would love to be closer to you. But, and I'm not going to say that they wouldn't be, because this is a general reading. We're more just talking about what they're not really saying rather than what they're going to do or blah, blah, blah. But, so I don't want to, like, you know, start talking about all of that. But, for some, there might be a codependent type of relationship at home in general. Like, if they live with their parents or something like that, they might feel like maybe you'd make fun of them, or there might be some kind of, like, issue there for some of you. Very few of you. Or perhaps parents are very controlling, or family is very, I don't know, something about their home environment could be like that. Maybe they don't quite tell you everything. And that could be also childhood or something like that as well. Maybe certain behaviors that they picked up. But essentially what I'm seeing here is that this person, I really get the message that this person thinks that you have a lot of potential in life in general. And they'd like you to be a part of theirs. I could see this person, like, really thinking of you as somebody that they could marry or settle down with. Like, and for those of you that are in a relationship with this person, that's absolutely probably the case. They see a bright future ahead with the two of you, right? I mean, if you guys are boyfriend and girlfriend already, they could even be thinking about how they'll propose and stuff like that, for sure, and maybe how to make your life easier and how they could be better for you. And I see a lot of that. They might not be quite communicating that. Now, like I said, for others of you, though, like, you know, if it's more complicated than that, or a little bit less, then, you know, I would take the other interpretation. So, especially if you've been in negative relationships before, they might want to prove you that they can be different, that a relationship could be different, that it could be understanding and kind and forgiving and sacrificial, and you know, they can woo you and stuff and show you a good life and a good future. But yeah, that's what I'm getting for those of you that chose pile number 2. I hope that this reading gave you some insight into your person. And hopefully I didn't lose anybody. I know sometimes I kind of go with I go down different alleys. And the thing is that, like I said, these are general readings, and I don't want to, like, eliminate anybody. And there are multiple interpretations in the cards, and I did get multiple messages. So hopefully you guys caught it, if you know, were able to get through. But anyways, I would love it if you guys left me a comment below, just to say hello or anything. I'm trying to get my engagement better, because that's one thing I really lack on, is, like, people don't comment very much, and I really don't know how to do it other than just ask, I guess. Like, I'm not sure how to do it. I'm like, oh, but the asking seems so annoying. But you know, I understand the nature of pick a card readings, and I mentioned this in the intro, but I understand a lot of people are shy, you know, to comment on them. And I get DMs, and I do appreciate them a lot when you guys DM me. I really, really do. But at the same time, too, like, commenting on the channel does help, even if you just, like, say hello or something, like I said, or a smiley face, or hope you have a good day, or something like that. And then I can engage with you as well. You know what I'm saying? But, I just want to test it out and see if it helps views, or like my, YouTube recommending me, because YouTube punishes us if people don't watch a lot. That's the main thing. It's like watch time, and then the second thing is comments. So, and then I think after that, because likes and dislikes, it does help, of course, to have likes, but it's not actually the main thing. It's more about watch time and comments in particular. But yeah, anyways, sorry for all of that. But I wish you all the very, very best. If you want a personal reading with me, that information is also down below in the description box, as well as like the deck information. We have the Friends Tarot deck, a link to that, and a link to everything else you see here. But I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful day or night wherever you are, and I'll see y'all next time, okay? Bye-bye. Hey guys, if you chose pile number 3 with a rose quartz, this is going to be your reading. So let's find out what your person isn't telling you. What aren't they saying? Let's dig in. Ooh, okay, so we have the King of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands, the Harlequin, the true feelings are masked, and Gray, endings are inevitable. This person could seem like on the surface quite practical. We have as well the Ace of Wands, so it could seem that they, kind of take life by the horns, and there could even be like an optimistic nature to this person, but underneath, this person might be quite pessimistic. For some of you, and we have true feelings are masked, so I can tell you that this person isn't really telling you everything that they're feeling inside in general. For those of you like where maybe for some of you with the King of Pentacles, that can represent obviously like a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn, but that's not necessarily a necessary to apply to the person on your mind. It more just talks about the energy of the person. The King of Pentacles is someone who's very stable, loyal, quiet, and steadfast. And it usually does represent somebody like who's a husband or a business person, or like, a coworker, or somebody, a boss even. It's a practical type of person. And then we have this Ace of Wands. So I'm guessing that for many of you, under this like kind of practical demeanor that they present to you, there's a lot of passion that they're not quite telling you about. There's a lot of excitement and giddiness that they feel that they don't really convey to you. And I feel like we have here with this Gray, we have an endings are inevitable. And you can see the ship in the clouds. And that just really reminds me of like a whimsical feeling. And for some of you, this person probably does feel quite whimsical about you. Like it's a fantasy too good to be true. Ooh la la. And then, it can reflect in perhaps this person having a little bit of a negative mindset in terms of like, is this even possible? Is this ship on a cloud possible? Well, probably not, right? And so this person might be like sort of acting very practical, not really letting you know, because maybe for some of you this person would feel it's silly, or it's not, they don't want to be vulnerable. We also have peace. Let's see, what are they not telling? Talent. And empowerment. But some of you might have encouraged this person about some kind of dream in their life, and it really brought them a sense of peace in their heart. Maybe you guys, in general though, I do wonder if you guys bring some sort of serenity to them. Somehow you have like a calming effect on them, or they just really like when you're around. Maybe you have a comforting presence or a comforting smile that they really do enjoy, even if they don't really convey that to you. For others of you, I mean, if you're in a relationship with this person already, right, and you're just kind of wanting to know, this person, they may act a little bit like they don't always open up about everything, but this person like truly, finds excitement in you, and finds things to be. And I do get the sense too, like this person could even be dreaming about the future, but at the same time, I do feel like this person, maybe they worry because they have patterns in their own life where they've seen relationships kind of go, bust, and perhaps, they have kind of a pessimistic outlook when it comes to, your connection in particular. Maybe there are certain things that seem a bit, maybe for some of you, this person sees aspects of your connection that seem a little bit otherworldly or out of reach. So that could be like, like for instance, like a long distance relationship. It could be that they, you know, are like, huh, that would never happen. We'd never see each other, or, you know, blah, blah, blah. And so they sort of just try to act like they don't care. And they act like, you know, they're not quite as passionate as they, you know, they pretend, you know, they are actually. Ugh, wait, that's not coming out right. They're not, they're kind of covering up the fact that they're as passionate as they are. You know what I mean? By trying to kind of mask these feelings. We also have empowerment and talent. So again, a lot of you, if you do something in particular, like, you know, a certain job, or you have like a hobby that you pursue, I would say that this person really finds you to be a very talented individual. I feel like they follow you in some way. Whether it's through a hobby or like maybe just work, they might find you to be somebody with a lot of potential, a lot of possibility inside of you. And with empowerment too, I do see this person, you could have an intimidating sort of vibe to this person as well. They might not know how to approach you exactly. And I would say that this person, definitely with empowerment, might not be, you know, telling you exactly how much they, you know, really find you to be, you know, capable and strong and awesome. With the Two of Wands and the High Priestess, okay, so the High Priestess, what are they not telling you? They might be thinking about what to do, what step to make. So for some of you, if this is somebody that you are crushing on, or, you know, you're friends with, they might be thinking about whether or not to take this further, to ask you out or something like that, okay? For others of you, again, if you're like boyfriend, girlfriend, it might be like thinking about proposing or something like that. They might be thinking about what the future holds for you. For some of you, this person can be thinking about making an offer as well. Maybe an offer to come see you or something, or to kind of like take it further. We have the Three of Coins. So that can be about working on something, growing something. The Queen of Coins. Oh, sorry, got the dryer going. And the Seven of Coins. Three of Coins, Queen of Coins, and Seven of Coins. Interesting. Or Seven of Swords, sorry. This could be about some kind of secretive work communication, or secretive type of communication in general. This person could secretly like looking at you at work, for instance, or in some sort of physical aspect. That could be like, it could be even social media, right? Because pictures are sort of like a physical, it's like something you look at. So it could be that maybe there's like a group, you know, with the Three of Coins too, it kind of talks about group dynamics, sort of, sometimes, because there are different people usually involved. So it could be that, you know, there's like a social media site that they're kind of like keeping an eye on you secretly, or they kind of see what you're up to, or they admire you secretly, in group settings at school, at university, or, you know, whatever, you know, work or something like that, or even, you know, out at the store or whatever, you know, however that might resonate. But I really do get like this person isn't quite telling you that they want to, that they like you. Look at that. We have the Lovers. That they like you. Okay, let's see. I'm going to grab a few of these, and I think I forgot to take some for pile number 2. Oops. Oopsie. So let's get some messages for pile number 3. What is their person not saying? Okay, we got it. Run away with me. Can I keep you? I always think of Run Away With Me by Norah Jones. I miss the sound of your voice. So this person might really like the way that you talk, especially if you haven't talked in a while. They might be jonesing to hear your voice. We have your unicorn in a world of sheep, and you have a heart of gold. So a genuine heart. They do feel like you have one of those. And there's a uniqueness to you that other people around them don't have. Can we just be friends? So for some of you, this person might have a hard time moving past friendship for some reason. It says give me time. Okay, so maybe for some of you, this person needs more time before they can extend themselves beyond friendship, for some reason or another. And they might not be really saying that for some of you. We have you're amazing, but What else? Some stuff flipped over. Hold on. Okay. Let's get one more message. But can we just be friends? Friends seems like they're, not in some way having a hard time moving us forward. I've been daydreaming about you, so they've also been thinking a lot about you. I do get the sense that this person mastered feelings. With the, can we just be friends? Let's see what's up with that. Now, that could be because of different factors. I'm going to try to see what that is for those of you where maybe this person has friend zoned you. Maybe we can get a message for you guys. Can we clarify? Can we just be friends? We have the Emperor. Can you clarify? Can we just be friends? So, okay, we have the Emperor, the Four of Wands, and the Eight of Cups. This could be because, okay, now, there's a few different things. This could be like a boss situation where there's like a stable, like a work atmosphere. Or for some of you, this person could be married. The Emperor is a husband card. And with the Four of Wands too, it could be that they have a stable home life already that they would have to walk away from. Vice versa as well, by the way. They could see you as having like, somebody around you. And with the Four of Wands and the Eight of Cups, maybe you'd have to walk away from it. Or maybe as well, like, if you were... Maybe it's just the circumstances of your life right now demand that you would have to walk away from them or make big moves. And maybe they're afraid to take that. So they're like, can we just be friends for now and see where life goes? You know what I mean? So take that, can we just be friends, according to your own situation with the person. And for some of you, that message isn't even for you. Do you get what I'm saying? So I don't want you guys to, see that and be like, oh no, especially if you're already together with the person. These are general readings, so like I said, not 100%, always is going to resonate. But yeah, I do feel like this person kind of feels like maybe it's like, castles in the sky type of connection. Maybe they feel like they would rather daydream about it too, by the way, for some. Some people they're happy with that, just kind of like looking at a distance and sort of admiring rather than making a move. Maybe that's more comfortable for some of you. Some of you, like this person, is more comfortable with that, just to kind of admire you. But, like, not really rock the boat, right? Just to kind of keep it peaceful and not make a ruckus or a fuss, And, but that's kind of what I'm getting here for those of you that chose pawn number 3. Like I said, I think your person isn't telling you quite a bit of things, and it's a lot to do with how they feel about you in particular. I think that's the focus, a lot of it. Again, by the way, the Ace of Wands can represent like a new energy, so for some of you, this person could want to come back into your life, although they might feel like it's not realistic. If, you cut them off or something like that, they might, so they just kind of don't bother, But I'm going to go ahead and stop here. And I hope that this reading gave you some insight into the person on your mind and what they're not really telling you. And I'm going to go ahead and start pile number 4. If you would like... Oh, first of all, I want to really ask you guys nicely. Leaving me a comment would be amazing. Even if it's just a simple hello or an emoji. I would appreciate it because YouTube loves engagement. One of the main things that they kind of judge us on are... obviously our views, right? But to get views, we have to make sure that YouTube thinks that we deserve them. And how do we get them, to be deserved? Well, sometimes we're lucky enough that we pop up in, the recommendations. But usually to help boost that on any channel, and that's not just mine, do it for any YouTuber that you love, watch time is helpful, right? That's the main thing that they look at. Are people actually watching the video? You know what I mean? Are they, and that's tough for tarot readers, by the way, because we do piles. And so a lot of people do not watch the whole video. And I'm not asking you to do that by any means. But it would be helpful if you used a comment, because that's like the second thing that they look at is engagement. And are people like commenting and kind of like saying something. With likes and dislikes, of course, either one can be helpful, because even if I get a lot of dislikes, YouTube could see that as like, ooh, okay, that's kind of interesting. It's getting some traction because it might be controversial. You know what I mean? But likes, of course, do help too. But I think that usually it's more towards watch time and comments first. And I know, like, with pick cards, a lot of people are really uncomfortable because it's like private, you know. Sometimes people don't want to, like, you know, say, and I'm not asking you to tell me your story or your history. You don't have to do that in a comment section, obviously. I absolutely respect your privacy, but if you want to just say hello or something like that, it would be helpful to me and to keep my engagement up. But I do wish you all the very, very best, a wonderful night or day wherever you are. And if you want a personal reading, all that information is down below in the description box. There's a link to my Etsy store as well as a link to my Amazon wishlist. And yeah, take care, guys, and I'll see you all in the next reading. Hey guys, if you chose pile number 4 with this Angelite, this is your reading. Let's find out what your person isn't telling you. So I'm kind of curious. I forgot what's in this one. Ooh, we have the Tower and the Sun. Whoa. Okay, we also have Winds of Change. Your surroundings will undergo transition. And then Feather. Think before you judge. Ooh, okay. So this is very interesting. I might need to get a few more cards here. Number. So I am getting the Tower, so that's talking about some kind of disruptive energy. Now, this could be that this person isn't quite telling you how affected they are. We do have the King of Wands showing up here, so that could be Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but it does indicate, like, perhaps a prideful person. If this person is from your past, they might not be telling you how much your absence destroyed them in some way or changed them. There might be something also that they're going through in their life that they're afraid that you would judge. Okay, we have the Queen of Swords popping out here. So there could be a conception of you, you know, like some sort of notion that you would perhaps be judgmental or harsh with them, possibly. Okay, especially if there's been some sort of previous argument. We also have the Five of Cups too. So I feel like this person isn't quite telling you how sad that they feel. So if you guys had an argument with this person, I would definitely say that this person's not really opening up about how hurt they feel. How destroyed they might feel as well. We have the Eight of Coins. So for some of you, this person might have felt like they put a lot of effort in their own way. Now, that doesn't mean that they did. Perhaps they felt like their efforts weren't met. Or reciprocated or something like that, of course. Or maybe for some of you, this person realized that they didn't, you know, reciprocate your efforts. That they didn't really, you put so much effort in and they kind of screwed everything up. Let's see here. I do feel like this person would want another chance. Maybe this person here with the King of Coins and the King of Cups is like, you know, the energy we have, you know, earthy energy and watery energy. So somebody who has a lot, maybe more emotions than they might care to admit. There might be some big changes in this person's life that they haven't really told you about, that they're going through. There might be some sort of disruptions and they kind of put on a happy face. So if you guys aren't hearing from this person, and we have that Feather, think before you judge. If you're judging the person and maybe thinking like, oh, they don't like me or blah, 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 you know, this could be a message from Spirit to say there's actually a little bit more going on under the surface than you might realize. You know what I'm saying? We have the Winds of Change. It says your surroundings will undergo transition. So there might be some big changes in their own life that they're going through. You know, whether that's like, you know, job loss or moving or, you know, divorces or who knows, you know, like big transitions, you know. Maybe for some of you, they have some mental health issues or some family emergencies or just all. I feel like for a lot of you, this person might not be telling you what's going on in their life, but they're actually like kind of trying to put on a brave face here. We have the Sun and the Lion with courage. And you know, it's interesting because the Sun is, you know, connected to the card of Leo. The Tower, I want to say like Uranus. Let me look at my book and see what it says. I would say Uranus, but let me just see what. This is not this book for this deck, but I think the Tower would be connected to that. Mars. Okay, it says Mars. Okay, well that's what this says. This book is like from, what, 90 something. It's an old book of mine. I think it's from 1992. So it's an old one. But well, anyways, disruptive energy. But I was gonna say is that, well, that's interesting. Mars. So Mars is connected to Aries and Scorpio. But anyways, that's what I was going for there. Was seeing the signs there. But courage is. This person might feel like they need to put on a brave face. They might care a lot about what people think and how they are perceived. And so it might be that this person's trying to face something courageously in their life, or they don't really want to seem weak or whatever, you know. We have dreams and spirit guide too. I really do get the sense, for those of you that are feeling a very strong spiritual connection to this person, if you've been thinking about this person recently and you're not in contact, it could actually be that your spirit guides are trying, or their spirit guides are trying to guide you to them, to help them in some way. Now, unfortunately, you can only do that if a person allows you on the conscious level, right? Sometimes people can subconsciously kind of call out for help, or sort of just like you feel drawn to them, but they don't. In reality, when it comes down to it, they're too, you know, they fight off help or something. That's possible, right? We got the Six of Coins. Yeah, like fighting off help. Help is the Six of Coins. But let's see, what is pile number 4's person not telling them? Oof. That they, oh my gosh. I got the song, Cold Little Heart. In my heart, in my cold heart. Yeah, that one. I can't remember who it's by. If somebody remembers, you can write it in the comments if you want. We have the Star, the Lovers, and the Six of Swords. For some of you, this person's trying to move on from a difficult situation, but I really get the sense that this person thinks about you, daydreams about you, wishes on a star for you, that type of vibe. Look at that, the Ten of Cups. Wow, this person, if you guys have split up or you're having problems, this person wants to fix them. No doubt about that. Let me see, where's my... They might be waiting for a time when things are better, when timing is better, when things are different. You have a heart of gold. So this person, you know, finds you to be a sensitive individual who's kind and patient. Perhaps, you know, you've been very supportive of them. For others of you too, by the way, if you're in a relationship with this person and nothing is going wrong, this person could really feel like you're a dream come true. You know? I want to see you. Yeah, this person, if they're at a distance, they would want to be closer. Because the Star also can represent that. And the Six of Swords too, travel. They want to see you, like travel to you, see you in person. And then I'm going through a lot. That confirms that whole idea of the Tower. That internally, there's a lot of changes going on within them. So even if you're in a relationship with them, you know, that can be going on under the surface. We have your unicorn in a world of sheep. So that's speaking of your uniqueness. Uh-oh. We have let's meet. If I were honest with you, you'd hate me. I feel like a dick and I'm avoiding you. So again, these might resonate with you guys. If you're not talking to this person, they might feel like a jerk because they're avoiding you. Again, with this courage card, it could be that this person doesn't have the courage to kind of stand up to you. It might be that they're trying to tackle other things in their life at this time, but they don't actually have the courage to kind of face you in some way. Because it says, if I were honest with you, you'd hate me. So there might be something that they feel like if they were honest with you, you wouldn't like what they said. Now, that can come out in many different forms, right? It doesn't have to be that they did something that would piss you off. It could be that, you know, maybe they think that you wouldn't really like them if you knew who they were. You know, a lot of people feel like that. They worry about what people would see or what they would think if they saw the real them, you know. I think we all feel like that sometimes. Like, oh my God, if you only knew me. You don't even know me, you know, like, or maybe that's just my problem. But you bring out the best and the worst in me. and I'm pretending I don't care. So there you go. It looks like for some of you, this person is pretending not to care. They try to put on a brave face, but underneath it all, again, this person might be dreaming a lot about you too, by the way, and they might be seeing a lot of signs and synchronicities, and I didn't get that with the other piles as much as this one. So I really do feel like this person sees you places, like they see you in, you know, a song, or, you know, or a movie, you know, like they see you in the characters, or they might see your name a lot, or they hear a song and they're reminded of you, that type of thing, you know. And again, for a lot of you, this person might be dreaming about you. So honestly, like, I do get the sense here, though, we have that think first before you judge. Now, for some of you, that might be that this message applies to the person. They might be the kind of person who, you know, judges a book by its cover, or judges a situation by the cover. But I think for a lot of you, this might be a message for you that this person, you might be worried about them at this time, but perhaps you shouldn't judge the situation or what they're going through. Maybe it's temporary, you know, if they're pulling back. Or maybe they're really actually going through something that they're not really opening up about at this time. And so, or maybe there's this need to somehow kind of put yourself in their shoes and make sure your expectations aren't out of reach for them. Do you get what I'm saying? And that's only for some of you, so don't take it like if it doesn't resonate. But like I said, for those of you that are a crush, you know, where this is a crush, sorry, I would say that this person does feel drawn to you. They might be trying to act cool, and they don't really want to say kind of how they feel. And again, I really do think it stems from like stuff going on in their life. Maybe it could be also their own insecurities. There could be impulsiveness as well, to kind of do the opposite of what they're told. I don't know, I just said that. What they're told or what they think that is expected of them. But yeah, I hope that this reading helped you guys, and I really do, you know, like I said, I hope it brought you some kind of guidance. If it did, let me know. If you want to leave me a comment, that would be great. Even if it's just to say hello or an emoji. I'm trying to work on getting my engagement up a little bit, because YouTube does punish us if we're not really getting a lot of comment engagement. It's like the second most important thing that we you know, kind of can do in terms of our channel. Watch time is the first thing that's really counted, and as a pick a card reader, obviously watch time is difficult because most people don't watch the whole reading or the whole video, you know. And but comments can help, engagement like that can help, likes also help, by the way, too, but generally comments in particular are a little bit more you know, focused on in terms of YouTube. And the reason why is because they'll be more likely to recommend my videos and stuff like that to other people if they think that people are kind of watching. So, you know, any type of comment, even if it's just, like I said, like a hello, an emoji or something, you don't have to spill your guts and tell me all your secrets. You know, because I do understand that this is kind of like a private thing, like in a way, and I know many people are not comfortable with commenting on the videos. So, like, I'm not trying to, like, you know, guilt you into it or anything like that. But even if you just did, like I said, like a simple comment just to say hello, it would be helpful to me. But of course, notification bell on if you want to see my videos pop up, and subscribing is helpful if you want to see more content from me in the future. But I feel like you guys already know that, so I try not to push it down your throats. What was I going to say? If you want a personal reading with me, all that information is in the description box, so you can get you know, a reading off of Etsy. There, you can purchase one off of there. And then there's my Amazon wish list, and I always do a reading as a thank you for anyone who gets something off my Amazon wish list. So that's another option. But anyways, I'm going to stop here, and I'm wishing you a very beautiful day or night, afternoon, or whatever it is, wherever you are, okay, whenever you watch this. And I hope to see you on the next reading, okay? Lots of love, and take care.